We have 5 red lights. Once everyone is standing, secured, and the marshals seem ready for it. There we go. The 5 red lights are going on, and the lights are out, and away we go. Very, very bad start from Voltec. Twig Frog making an absolute disaster of a start. The 2 red rockets directly starting to attack here. Looking absolutely fantastic for them there. And directly, Toshi going through here. Look at this. Almost overtaking Garricus as well. We had yellow flags for a brief moment there. Seems like a lot of stuff was going on, but it's looking pretty good here as Apollo Garricus tries to really defend that position as much as possible, trying to cling on it. And being under threat from the 2 red rockets that really are like rockets right now, going after that blue car Voltec, being spilled back, and there comes the overtake. There we go, from left and the right, being sandwiched by the by the red rockets, and through one of them goes. I couldn't see if that was Shotashvili or Toshi. I think it was Toshi. Yeah, it was Toshi, and now Shotashvili here, coming as well. The 2 red rockets making up the lead after just 1 lap. Absolute disastrous start for Voltec, as now Strakovic for Robko is coming through as well. You cannot make this up, and now on the straight into the 2nd lap, it's super close. One of the Voltecs coming back, a lot of sorting back and forth. Oh my goodness, this is for nearly a moment I thought that would crash, but there we go. Strakovic right now taking the lead as we have a lot of cars right here. It's very hard to sort. So we have both Voltecs, both red rockets. One of the Crisis Quebecs, I think that's Bartuk Mini right now, as well as Strakovic of Robko. The 2 red rockets leading the race, and also these 2 teammates are playing together well. Look at that. Blocking it off so that the other one can go through. Very, very wisely done there. We have a little of screen tearing happening, unfortunately, so it's hard to determine who that was. And they come together. There we go. They come together. Let's hope that there is no damage that occurred from that, because those cars, they might be stable when you really crash, but even a tight thing, like a slight touch like that, can really screw with your suspension. And also with the side pod if you're unlucky. And there we go. Toshi taking the lead. Very great overtaking maneuver there. Absolutely fantastic. And now he's coming back at it. There we go. I'm pretty sure that we will see that now numerous times now. With them switching positions back and forth. There we go. And on the outside, she goes through. Very nice maneuver there. Sticking the head through. Really determined there. Now let's see. Oh god, they are piling up. You can see it's not a very wide track here. Just so 3 cars can really fit in there with the... Oh, and there's Bartuk Mini coming through. He's now on a verge on the outside line. What a move on the inside line before that. And now he's on the threat again. There we go. What a wonderful back and forth there, folks. And they keep it clean and pristine and respectable to the rules of racing as well. That is what we love to see. That is championship material there. This whole group here battling for P1. All those cars you see right here, right now, they are all basically battling for the lead of the race right now after 7 laps. And they're doing a fantastic job right now. And he gets overtaken, but it's not over, of course, now. To the very anti-Ascari. Oh! That was super tight here. He had to really step on the brakes. That was lucky for Matt Mini that Strakovic was able to get that brake pressure in. And we're having a safety car. I didn't even see that. We have yellow flags and a safety car. That means that there's no... You're not allowed to overtake, and we already have a replay. What's going on there? Dude, what is... Oh my goodness. 3 cars out after that. What happened there? I think they confused the venue. The bumper cars over at the ferry in the city of Monza that we see here on board Jessica Kin. It was James Hartley completely running berserk on, I think it was Charles Danzig, if I saw that correctly. again. Look at this. What is he doing? James Hartley, whatever that was, not giving any space to his competitor of Danzig. There we have the onboard of Danzig. Let's see what happens. Yeah, full throttle. And now Danzig has no way to go, and this is how they this is what happens, folks, if nobody gives up. But why did he do that? To the onboard of Hartley, coming up to Danzig, who, yeah, that was very rude of Danzig, but it was within the regulations, and we see Hartley just completely freaking out over it. Yeah, and this is what happens. And now Hartley has damage to his car, just like Danzig, and the uninvolved Corvega of Armando Souza, as we are driving behind the safety car. After we had a lot of cars standing there, we see a replay of, oh no, oh my god, that was a close one. I didn't even catch that Renard, remember, Renard was having issues at the start of the race, and he has retired now with a smoking engine. The onboard of Stander. Oh! And the lights of the safety car are out. That means that the safety car will come in this lap. The safety car will come into the pits, and the race will resume at the end of this lap. Until they cross the start-finish line, they are not allowed to overtake. So the yellow flags are still up, and once this race lap has ended, they are allowed to race properly again. There we go, now they're speeding up. And Bartek Natmini is coming into the pits right as we speak. Not attending to that flying lap. No, directly coming into the pits. Let's see if that strategy will work out for him, because I'm unsure if that is wise to do so, because he will end up in traffic now for 100% certain in either case, but yeah, well, let's see. Anyway, ending up in traffic can be beneficial here on this track because of the slipstream that he can get. We've seen that already on the straights in Texas in the race prior. And now we have Milan Strakovic for Rupco leading the race right now. But he still has to come to the pit stop. So don't worry about that. There's still plenty of pit stops to do. We're just in lap 14, but it's looking very promising for Rupco right now. As we have now the two Voltex back in the top 3 again. They started P1 and P2. And now they're back at it again, trying to claim those positions back that they lost earlier. And they are now both together on the main straight, keeping some space for each other, but no, re-attacking there into that first-hander. I don't know if that, and the touch, they drive into a collision between teammates. What is going on with Voltec? And we had brief yellow flags again there. The two Voltex coming together, luckily not with a massive shunt, but they were that was just too close. That is not how you battle your teammates. That is something that they can look at Red Rocket Racing. They did a fine job in that regard. But these two here, it seems almost like Trick Frog really wants to make up for what he lost with his DNF in Texas. I know. Oh, they go super. Whoa. They go super aggressive against each other. This is like as if they were battling for victory right now. Guys, you could help each other out trying to catch the car in front there. And here they. Oh my god! Look at those rapid movements. They are not at good terms. This is evil blood between both. This is very bad blood between the teammates here. Pushing each other out here. Look at that. Really not leaving any space, really. Now the space is there. This is not something that fans like to see when two teammates are coming together, and it's super aggressive as well. And let's see how they will keep it civilized this time around. Now Frog in the front of those two. Oh, and directly closing the door again! What is going on? They are battling each other as if they were not teammates. as if they were bitter rivals. Poor Garrick is here, really trying his best to avoid his teammate, not crushing in the back of him, but Frog is not having it. Frog going super aggressive. The question is, when will actually the patience burn through there? When will the team act and say, guys, stop it? Because they are holding each other up. They are battling here for P2. They could battle the rock. Yeah, no space left again. This time Garrikis is coming back at it and not leaving the space for his teammate. And look at that, they're losing time. Now Arcjet is catching up to them. The second Rupko of Snallistarter is catching up to them. They lost a lot of time here due to the battling. Now Snallistarter, the second Rupko on the inside line, goes past. This is what happens when you are teammates battling each other. An absolute catastrophe. What a shame it is for Voltec right now. And now we see Kozinus of Archet Systems trying to make a move on the inside line of the Parabolica, coming back at it. Let's see how this one turns out. Both Voltecs have to fear now two other drivers here. Let's see if they finally will come at peace here with each other, because now they have to battle way different cars here. Kozin is in the middle right now, going to the inside line, but now the inside line is blocked. Oh my god. Yeah, he had to escape there on the curbs, and he had to really draw back. As they are very close together here again for that turn, and it's James Hartley who comes out on top for that. James Hartley of Mass Fusion leading the race. And now they come back to the last corner, and he tries on the inside line, and it works. Very great move by Hartley. Really showing himself from a better perspective right now after that bumper cars he played earlier with Danzig. And now on the main straight there, getting re-overtaken. There we go. Oh, the slipstream everywhere. Oh, and a lot of sorting, and now, and they come together and they crash! What an absolute catastrophe! And into the Voltec of Twig Frog! You cannot make this up! This is exactly what happens, and it's yellow flags again, and Twig Frog trying to rejoin the track, and no way! Twig Frog is stuck on the curbs, he cannot move, and now he sits there like a bug on its back, holding its limbs in desperate grip to go again. And he's, no way, Twig Frog for the second race in a row. Can he free himself? It doesn't look like it. But oh my god. Then we have the replay. So this is Frog. Oh. And now, oh, oh, this is painful to watch. He was absolutely... Oh my god, Frog was... Oh god. He was an innocent bystander there, basically. As we have right now, Kozin is leading the race for Archet Systems. We were so distracted with that replay that we entirely missed that one, despite being minimized on the bottom right. Now getting re-overtaken by both Garrikis and also Snallistarter. So Archet Systems now in the top 3. Finally, they are living up to the performance that we were expecting them to have. All right. I'm a sweaty spaghetti at this point. This race already had quite a lot in it. Finally, we have an overview. So, oh my god, the entire field is completely turned upside down. It's like completely opposite of where we started almost. This is very hard to determine now. Because from the list... Oh, and they come together! They come together! The side part of the Rupko got a little bit of a plunge, you could say, from that Archet Systems car of Kozinus, who's just trying to stick around. He's trying to stick at it. He really wants to battle there as well. Those 3 are battling for the lead, by the way. Those are your top 3 confirmed. That was a very close one again. This is the thing. Oh my god. I cannot watch this. You cannot watch this without having to fear that one of them crashes, because they're coming so close together every single time. And still, yeah, the lightning reactions. This is really how you see how these drivers are superhumans. How they navigate those nuclear-powered racing cars around the circuit without any damage there so far. We had a few accidents, yes, but those were not those three that are right now in the lead. And now once again, yep, they're changing lead again. This is just how it goes, back and forth and back and forth. It's like watching tennis. Like the ball is going back and forth. That's just how they change the positions here. It's Jesse K. Kin right at the red diffuser there, off the ball tech of Garrikis. So it is Jesse K. Kin who was able to catch up in the meantime as those three were battling for the lead heavily. Now the leader of the championship is back at it again. She started P15 and now she's back again. Maybe she can make it another win. Let's see if she can extend that streak, as we have Toshi there as well of Red Rocket trying to make a move. But it's not going to happen right now. Also, Shotashvili is there, the second Red Rocket. So now the field is coming back together again. There we go. And now Sandwich again. On the outside. There we go. Good move by Jessica Kin on the inside line, but will not be enough. And now she spins. There we go. The championship leader spins in the first corner there. That was just too many cars. This is what happens when 3 cars try to get into that Lasmo. That's just not happening. That's exactly that I was afraid of that could happen, and it did to the championship leader. Down to P7 now. She was battling for P1, going all the risk, and it was not worth it. And now we have Garrikis leading the race for Voltec, and the 2 Red Rockets of Shotashvili and Toshi being on P2 and P3. The Red Rockets are really going for it as Shotashvili drives past here on the main straight under the tunnel. Now coming to the Variante Ascari and keeping the lead as well. Really closing the door on Garrikis. Fantastic maneuver there. And now she's coming into the pits and Garrikis is the leader of the race, which the list struggles to update right now. We once again have a bit of technical problems there, but I'm pretty sure we will go past that. We know that Garrikis leads the race. Don't worry, Garrikis, you're doing a fine job. You get all the hat pats, don't worry. The list is just not active right now. There we go, yeah, and there disables again because it's just not working out. It was very hard to follow, and there we go, there he goes into the pits. Garrikis now in the pits. He will be most likely falling back quite a lot. As I said, it was absolute chaos on the track. Very hard to follow everything there. At least the pit stop works out for Voltec. Everything else did not work out so well so far for them. And there we go. Strakovic right now is the leader of the race. Oh, that's a replay of Carlos Javier Marcolina. There is some smoke. I saw the smoke there. Another... Oh, no. And this is another Poseidon out of the race. He had to retire the car because of an engine malfunction. And with that, both Poseidons are out because of a smoking engine. Well, what a missed opportunity for a cigarette brand to not sponsor them in that regard, I'd say. But that is a catastrophe for Poseidon. Both cars struggling with the engine. Lunge back again. But now, into the Parabolica we go for Toshi on the inside line and pushing him wide, but it works so far. Shotash really threatening behind as well, lurking there, trying to catch up with the Slipstream there, as the Rat Rocket and the Voltec are battling very close, wheel to wheel, into that first corner, but it works well for Toshi, who now has P3. Everything still same old. We have not so good position for Chrysler though. Top 10 at least with Souza. Matt Mini, who was leading the race, so his decision to come into the pits right after the safety car really wasn't wise. Now we have the 2 Red Rockets and the... Oh wait, now I got it, okay. So Jesse K. Kin got past both Red Rockets and the Voltec. We completely missed that. And now let's see how it will be on the main straight here. On the inside line goes Toshi. On the outside line goes Shotashvili. The sandwich of Rat Rocket coming at it again. And now, what great move by Garrikis here. Very well done. Very smartly played. But will he be able to carry that through? He will. Fantastic maneuver. He's doing a fantastic job. Onur Kozinus of the Arcjet Engine Sports team has to maybe fear for his second position here. It would still be a podium if he can carry it through afterwards. But right now, it's the P2 he has to be afraid of. And that, my friends, you know what that means. If Jessie K. Kin can take that P2, she would be equal on points with the current race leader of Milan Strakovic, because Milan Strakovic was second in the race prior with Jessie K. Kin winning in Texas. So right now they could directly just flip it around and hence extend that intense rivalry they're having right now. Intense start for the season in the championship standings. And then it's really off to Holland to see who's going to perform better there. And there she is. She's meanwhile very close, right in the red diffuser. Now on the outside line on the stride, and I'm pretty sure he will try to cling on. There we go. Really doing his best to defend the position. Really trying to not give up. And he sticks through. There we go. Kozinus really sticking through. Not giving any chance whatsoever. Trying to defend that second place at all costs. Within the limits. Within the limits of regulations, keeping it still very gentle. So there's at least no evil blood that's going on here, but he's still at it. And there we go. Defending greatly. What a great performance from Kozinus here. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what Arcjet needs right now. Very positive focus here as he defends himself from the race leader, from the championship leader. I'm sorry. And now she's passed, but the question is for how long? Can he come back at it again? He did a great job in defending. How is he in attacking is the question right now. Kozinus right now on the slipstream. Will he make it on the stride here before the very end? And there he goes on the outside line through the tunnel. And he does it! And Jessie K. Kin comes back, but has to... There we go, fantastic move, but it's not over. They're very close together. Now on the outside line she goes there. She was just having a quick peek on the inside. And now through the parabolica they go again. And he's coming with a switchback move. Fantastic performance. This is absolutely great. This is a battle for the second place that we love to see. Absolutely fantastic. And there we go. Oh, that's a very close one. So Strakovic most likely will win this race. He has a gap of 10.2 seconds right now, keeping it very steady. And it is a very tight battle for P2 between Jessie K. Kin and Onur Kozinus. Now into that variant again, blocking it off. And there's Fujio Tashi right now. You cannot make this up. Fujio Tashi attacking right now. 3 cars wide. This is the final lap. They're getting to the final corner now. What is going on? This is absolutely insane. Strakovic is crossing the line for the race lead and for the finish. And what a move. And this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Kozinus losing that podium. Kozinus losing that podium very last minute. As Strakovic is winning that race with 10 seconds in the lead. That was so close. It's a victory now for Milan Strakovic. And with that, Jessie K. Kin is leading by 1 single point due to the fastest lap. And with that, the team standings and the driver standings, the championship is on by just 1 point difference in the team standings between Jessie K. Kin and this guy here in the slow-mo replay, Milan Strakovic, the guy with the yellow smiley helmet. Absolutely wonderful.